Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction. Today, we're going to be jumping into Trainspotting. But before we do, obviously, you guys kind of see that I'm in a different area. This is only for probably this video only. I have a shoot and it required me to kind of go out of state. So now I'm just kind of in an Airbnb. So just bear with this setup. That's one of the beautiful things I love about this YouTube channel is that I can just kind of take it with me on the road because, yes, I do continue my own business outside of YouTube. So guys, thank you for being patient with me, and I hope this doesn't ruin too much of the experience as well. But I want to continue making these. But yeah, guys, we're going to be watching Trainspotting. Now, this was directed by Danny Boyle, and Danny Boyle was someone I really took interest in after our 28 Days Later YouTube video. And I mean, that was one of the OG videos where a lot of you guys started finding out about me, and I was able to really touch on the aspects of filmmaking, but also the deeper thesis and themes within that film as well too, outside of it being quote unquote a zombie movie. And I think it's obviously because of the direction, other things as well, but the direction and where Danny Boyle wanted to take that film, it really showcased his level of directing and how complex of a human being in terms of critical thinking he actually is, while also making a very entertaining film. So you guys have been recommending Trainspotting ever since that video was live, so I'm really happy to hear that it finally won a Patreon poll. And if you guys want to participate in the Patreon polls as well too, definitely check out the link below. I mean, we have an awesome community, we have awesome movies, and you guys are super supportive with everyone. In case you guys want to reach out to me a little bit better on there, definitely check it out as well too. We have early access, you guys know the dang deal. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited to jump into Trainspotting. You guys have been just preaching back and forth on how much I love it personally, as me being James Adams, but also as a filmmaker myself. So I'm really interested in checking it out. But like always, guys, let me stop talking. Let's hop right into Trainspotting. Already loving how this is kind of opening up. This gives a super authentic feel to it. Love this beginning monologue and how it's being shot and how it's being edited right now. I think that's really awesome. I love a good film that kind of breaks the rules of filmmaking only to elevate it. So this is going to be a really interesting watch. Seems like it deals with a little bit of drugs here and there.
Too much. Can't get a bird, no chance of a ride. Got a bird, too much hassle. You have to worry about bills, about food, about some football.
Love the coloring and the background here and there, with the deep reds and the greens and everything like that.
All these fucking chemicals. No fucking way. It's a waste of your life.
Man, I love how this is being shot. It's just so
You've blown it.
freeing. It's so creative,
From time to time, even I have
I know it's probably going to play a really significant factor with how drugs play into the story. Yikes. Oh, man. Talk about framing, right? My goodness.
Heroin makes you constipated.
Well, and then talk about framing. Love this shot.
Handing me pieces of raw silk toilet roll. But under the circumstances, I'll settle for anywhere.
Oh, no. This is not going to be good. Oh, man. Oh, that is not pleasant. Jeez. But he's going to have to get the drugs afterwards, right? Oh, don't tell me he's going to try and get the drugs. Oh, this is disgusting. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Oh my goodness. This entire frame just makes me want to die. It makes me want to just crawl into like a hole and die. Which he seems to be doing, but in a toilet. What the freak? That is crazy. Whoa. Totally thinking of Nirvana right here. Whoa. Definitely reminds me of Nirvana. The album cover to that with the baby. Again, I love this style of filmmaking because, again, there's multiple ways to talk about a theme, but the beautiful thing about filmmaking is that you can really push the boundaries. You know, you see it a lot of time in animations or anime and cartoons where they're able to really push the boundaries when it comes to telling a theme of something. And I love that this is like almost like reminding me of like a French new wave of cinema, similar to 28 Days Later did when it came forth to telling a theme.
Try some of this, Spud.
Yeah, a little dab of speed is just a ticket, man.
No, I went to Craig Newton. I just put it down to Royal.
Oh God, did he just take speed for his job interview?
Right, and we're all in this together. And I wanted to put across the general idea rather than the details. Like people get all hung up on details. Like what school did I go to?
And again, I love that the editing is like complementing the effects of the drugs as well too. I think that's like really awesome.
The pleasure was mine, man.
Spud had done well. I was proud
Wow.
of him. He fucked up good and proper. You had to hand it to Spud.
Spud is the man. Spud is the OG.
Doing the fucking volley with Tommy, playing pool.
Love that. See, things like that, you know, as simple as moving that camera is just so awesome to me. It just gives the film so much more texture. Stuff that is that simple. It really does breathe life into a film.
Beggar's fucking psycho, man. But he's a mate, you know.
That's the thing. If he's your mate, you gotta ride or die for him.
Ah, lassie got blasted. No cunt leaves here till we find out what cunt did it. Who the fuck are you? Yeah!
Yo! What the heck? Yo, this dude is just... He's just crazy. Talk about a bar fight. This film has so much texture. I absolutely love it. Like, when I watch films like this, like, it really does feel like I'm watching a film. It really does feel like I'm watching something that is external from real life, but it's still connected towards it. Also, really love the usage of the wide angle here. I think it fits perfectly with this film because of just how it wants to, just basically extremify the storytelling.
That Mark Renton had fallen in love.
Wow. Look at this frame right here. Oh my goodness, the color is just explosive.
Impressed with the capable and stylish
Man, it's so good.
Quiet, sensitive type, but if I'm prepared to take a chance, I might just get to know the inner you. Witty, adventurous, passionate, love.
Wow, she is calling him out like a book. Whoa, she read the crap out of him.
Cat got your tongue.
No, I left something.
You getting in a nightclub?
Hey, my man. Yo, she read the crap out of him though.
Really? No!
Spud, they're my sheets.
Oh no. No.
I don't see why not.
Oh my goodness. No, what the heck was that? Oh, what is going on in this film? Yo, every time these guys pose, it looks like a band. It looks like they're about to like start doing either like a photo shoot or like a rock and roll band. Which is interesting because rock and roll really comes like it has like the connotation of like drugs and that high life. So I wonder if that was like implemented on purpose. Man, the cinematography of this almost reminds me of Requiem of a Dream or Requiem for a Dream. That's what it reminds me of. Obviously less hectic and intentional, but you know, I think it really does apply the same effect to the feeling of, I mean, just this lifestyle. How chaotic it can be.
Honor Blackman, aka Pussy Galore, right? What a total fucking misnomer. I mean, I wouldn't touch her.
This is like a more mature, effed up version of Dazed and Confused. I think that's what it's really kind of almost like reminding me of. Just because of like the color palette, the colors within like the frames, the very like young adult, I guess you could say rebellious nature of this film definitely reminds me of a more crazier version of Dazed and Confused. More like drugged and confused.
In point of fact, nothing was going to be just fine. On the contrary, everything was going to be bad. Bad? I mean, everything was going to be even worse.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, man. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. That is just haunting. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this, but the baby is dead. The baby's dead. They forgot to feed the baby. Like oh my goodness.
Because no matter how much you stash or how much you steal, you never have enough. No matter how often you go out and rob and fuck people over, you always need to get up and do it all over again.
Man, these shots right here of them running are just so well done. Because sometimes when you're
kind of thing was bound to happen.
Shooting someone running, they have to like take their time because the camera has to keep up. But right there, man, like you could just see the intensity of it all.
Dad gone down instead of Spud. Here I was surrounded by my family and my so-called mates, and I've never felt so alone. Never on all my puff.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that he's like battling a lot of isolation and
This is a methadone a day instead of smack.
Just trying to figure himself out. Like his friendships almost were kind of like, you know, like everything I'm seeing is like a high, you know, and then it crashes. So even like his friendships seem like that. Like everything that he does in life is like, you know, trying to figure it out, and then he finds that high, but then it crashes again.
Long, hard day. What's on the menu this evening, sir?
Your favorite dish?
See? He keeps saying all he needs is one hit, and then he'll be done, but he just keeps coming back. Wow, what a shot here. There's not a lot of intensity in this one, but it's almost mesmerizing, you know? Like the sound design and the feeling of that. And then obviously the visuals complementing that. It's different. And I think that's what's happening. I think this is a different high.
Too ill to sleep. Too tired to stay awake. But the sickness is on its way. Sweat, chill.
Wow, look at how this is shot right here. Oh, man. Talk about an amazing set design, probably. That is just so incredible.
One more score, lately. Just bring me one more hit, please. I need one more fucking hit! You fuck!
I just want to take the time to kind of like talk about the acting. Like, you really have to tap into something when you are involved with films like these because they're so extravagant and extreme. So cool. Man, This is just incredible. Like, I'm getting, like, now that I've watched these films, like, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, I'm getting, Dazed and Confused, I'm getting Requiem for a Dream. You guys let me know if those movies kind of pop up in your mind when you watch something like this, and if you guys can see the comparison that I'm trying to make here. Yo. I'm happy they're taking the time to really dive into this bad trip, or not bad trip, but him going through withdrawal. Because, man, it is, I think they really are able to use all the measurements of filmmaking on this one. Oh, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's a nightmare. Oh, my goodness.
Really, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Several years of addiction right in the middle of an epidemic.
Wow, what an awesome shot this is. Man, that is a really cool shot. Just a few days before 28 days later.
Converted Victorian townhouse.
I quite enjoyed the sound of it all. Profit, loss, margins, takeovers, lending, letting, subletting, subdividing.
But the thing is, even when he's getting his quote-unquote life back together, he's still like, he's looking at it from the tendency of chasing that high. Like, just the way he's talking about it.
I was almost content.
Dear Mark, I'm glad
This
you
kind of
found a
like
job
begs
and
the
somewhere
question,
to
I
live.
guess,
School
existential.
is fine at the moment.
What is, chasing life? The question that kind of gets brought up to him a lot is like, the world is changing. You have to start living. Chasing after your dreams, just you basically chasing after a high in life. How are you any better than, the addicts in this film? Man, like, this lifestyle is literally, it's reminding me of like something of like a rock star lifestyle. It's just twisted. It's not as glamorous, I should say. It's crazy how, like, during that shot too, like, the color was just completely desaturated. Like, they make this movie, and I use fun very lightly, but it makes it very energetic. But then you have these moments where it's just like, man, it's like the color just gets sucked out, like the life just gets sucked out of it.
Gets very fucking nervous. He wants rid of this, right? So he met me, and I offered to take it off his hands at a...
These guys almost remind me of like Reservoir Dogs.
We settled in £16,000. He had a lot more in his suitcase, like, but it was better than nothing.
Holy crap. Wow. Okay, so they actually got the stash right here.
And just for a moment, it felt really great. Like we were all in it together, like friends, like it meant something.
Yup. See? The way he's talking about the entire thing, even his friendship, feels like it's just another drug. Man.
Now fuck off.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, man. And I think that's why he knew he was going to take it, because he's like, they're going to be the same way over and over again, but oh, no. Wow. Love how this just being shot right here. Wow.
No, I've justified this to myself in all
That
sorts
is,
of ways.
man, what a moment right there. It's almost as if he's leaving the band. But it's becoming out of focus. And the way he's saying it, again, he's like getting that high again. But it's getting blurred.
Three-piece suite, DIY, game shots, junk food, children.
Wow, what a film.
Family Christmas, index pension, tax exemption, clearing the gutters, getting by,
Wow.
looking ahead, the day you die.
I didn't know it was based on a novel. Wow, what a film. Yes. I'm happy Spud got his take. That was an incredible film, guys, and that's Trainspotting. All right, everybody, and that basically wraps up Trainspotting. Again, guys, apologies for the change of scenery. But yeah, I mean, this movie was incredible. This movie was incredible. I love films like these, films like these, I could tell probably didn't have like a massive budget, but you could just feel the authenticity and the undergrowing themes that lurk within this film, and it's brought to the forefront with this filmmaking. And I mean, man, Danny Boyle, like, dude, he is something special. Like, man, oh man, like, I mean, I saw hints of it with 28 Days Later, and I think I was really able to see the seeds that he planted with this almost like blossom into its own sort of like crazy metamorphosis of a creation. I mean, like, the camera work was just incredible. It reminded me a lot of like La Haine, that French film, but also just the authenticity is something that I truly admire. Just the rawness, the grittiness of it. Like I said in the discussion, during the video, it reminded me of a rock star lifestyle without the glamour, but with all the intensity, all the grit to it. And I think it showcases these undergoing themes in such a way where it just comes off as raw and impactful, and you can't really like turn your head away from it because it's like in your face. And it really does make for an, first off, entertaining experience from the outside, but if you really want to look within this film, it allows itself to be almost like a really beautiful tale of just going after life and how addicting that is in itself, and just the stages within this hour and 40-minute film our main character goes through, without him being on drugs and off of drugs, and him entering different stages of his life. And it really does showcase like just figuring out life itself and trying to figure out that next high in life. Whatever that means to you is an addiction in itself, and it's no different than taking the heroin that was being taken in this film. And I'm just, oh man, I'm really excited to hear what you guys thought about this film. Thank you so much for recommending me this, and I'm happy that I was able to finally get to it. Again, shout out to the Patreon. But like always, guys, if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check out that link below. The Patreon community is growing, and I can't thank you all enough. Seriously, it just means everything. I know it's kind of busy right now because I'm doing a lot of behind the scenes, but just reading the comments with you guys and just communicating with the community really does mean a lot to me. So thank you all again. Like always, guys, be safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed, everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free, just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat,